Hello, welcome to Sound and Fury Book Reviews. As usual, I am Tina. Today I'm doing my May wrap-up and June What's Up video. This is a recap video of what I read in May and what I'm going to be reading in June. First of all, as like last year, I silent quit my accounting of the May the 4th Read With You readathon about halfway through the month, but I'm going to give you a brief overview now. I accomplished all my goals, achieving the neutral and dark side agility prompts of Force Barrier, Deadly Sight, Memory Walk, Battle Meditation, and Force Lightning to get to the Dark Lord of the Sith. Yeah. I also completed these prompts to get other fun stuff. So partners, I got bounty hunters and droids, and for weapons, I got a lightsaber. I am a force to be reckoned with. And my species was just a boring old human as I messed up on the clone one. I guess, given the prompts, I could be as a Brak, as I did read Mayfly, a horror novel. So sure, why not? That's cool. They're the Darth Maul people. Overall, I completed the readathon, was there any doubt? And I will definitely do it again next year because I love Star Wars. See, there's my Star. Where'd my BB-8 go? Oh, there he is. In terms of the books themselves, I reviewed 11 books this month. I read 2 classic sci-fis, Tech War and Siege Perilous, the latter being more entertaining of the two. I read 3 sci-fis, Translation State by Ann Leckie, which I really enjoyed, Stargun Messenger by Darby Hahn, which was a self-published book and about an android bounty hunter that far exceeded my expectations, and A Tidy Armageddon, which also took me by surprise. I read 2 fantasies, The Surviving Sky, which I thought was brilliant, but it wasn't my fave book of all time, and The Tyranny of Faith, which I loved, but I'm not giving it my fave book of the month because Justice of Kings already has that for March or something, so no, you don't get 2. I also read Mayfly, which I was not into, and a short story collection, The Hero, the Dark, and The Hero, the Fear, and the Dark. That was a lot of fun. I also read Under or Through the Whispering Door by T.J. Klune, which is like a kind of like magical realism, which I was like, I thought it was good when I was reading it, but then after I was kind of like, it's got some issues. But anyway, I liked it. In terms of my favorite book of the month, that would have to be... I'm actually having a lot of difficulty here because I loved Tidy Armageddon quite a bit, but I also thought Stargun Messenger was fantastic. Both were literary in a sense, albeit in different ways. Tidy was a bit slow on the plot, and Stargun had too much of an insta-love, so like they're both comparable, and oh, this is so hard. I guess if I had to pick one, Stargun Messenger. Okay, Stargun Messenger was my favorite book of the month, and I highly recommend you check it out. Now, onwards to June. You'd think I'd be doing some sort of readathon for June, it being Pride Month, and how many books I read with LGBTQ plus characters and my little cup back there. But alas, I requested far too many non-gay books on NetGalley earlier in the year with nary a thought as to what June is for many people. Because I have too much honor to forsake review on Book on Time, I am not doing a Pride readathon, but I think you'll note I read a lot of LGBTQ plus books over the year, so unlike most corporations, my Pride isn't a thing I bring out for 1 month and then never talk about throughout the year, so I think I'm fine. The books I will be reading, though. The Infinite by M.K. Williams, which is a multiverse self-published book. I'm reading On Earth as It Is on Television, a quirky alien invasion story, which is a NetGalley special. I'm reading We Meant Well, which is a serious contemporary novel of a man accused of a crime. I'm really interested in that one. I got that one from East W Press as an ARC. I'm reading The Archive Undying, a sci-fi fantasy with giant mechs and gay dudes. Another NetGalley. I'm reading another classic sci-fi, probably this one, which I keep talking about, so I'm going to read it this time, which is Menace Under Marswood by Sterling A. Laurier or Lanier. I can't, the writing is like all funny on that. Anyway, we're going to read that. First I'm going to throw it on the floor. I got approved for Darkwater Daughter, which is a pirate fantasy on NetGalley. I was surprised I got approved for that one, but I'm very excited to try that one. And at the end of the month, I'm going to be reading Aethera Grave, also on NetGalley, also as LGBT plus rep. There's lots of LGBT plus rep, which is great for June. I will also probably be reviewing The Bone Shard Daughter. It depends how quickly I get through my audiobook of it. And then there's also a novel I haven't decided on yet that I'm going to throw in if I have time. I'm going to be insanely busy at work this month, though, as I'm on vacation the first 2 weeks in July. Gotta go drive my Sea-Doo on the water. There will be reviews, though, or at least videos. So I'm trying to get some stuff done ahead of time, but I think I'm going to do an unhaul video and a tag video interspersed with all the stuff this month. If not, I'll be pushing those into July as to kind of like cover for when I'm gone. But there will be 2 book reviews, at least, in the 2 weeks that I'm gone, and then probably 2, like, filler videos. In terms of how I think it will go, I know I'll love Aethera Grave unless something crazy happens, but I also have really high hopes for Darkwater Daughter and Archive Undying, so we will see, and yeah, so that's what's coming up. And if you celebrate Pride, I hope you have a prideful Pride.